A common teaching that people like to quote states that Ein Shum Yeush Bo'olam. There is no what's called Yeush. That means giving up hope. The concept that we find Yeush in, which is how we know that this is a misnomer and is not a true idea in Torah, is when it comes to a lost object. This is the most famous place we see the concept of Yeush. That when you have a lost object and you find someone's lost object, you have to return it. It's theirs; they want it, and you don't have a right to it. So you must return it, and that's a mitzvah. It's also a prohibition to walk by it and not pick it up and attempt to return it, or at least hold on to it for the person until it can be returned. Now, the teaching Ein Shum Yesh Ba'olam is meant to say that a person should never give up. There's no idea of giving up. There's always hope, and that's reflected in a Gemara in Brachos that talks about that. Even if the executioner's sword is on your throat, you shouldn't give up hope that maybe a Kadosh Baruch Hu will save you, and that is true. But that Gemara in Brachos isn't saying that a person shouldn't give up hope. Gemara is saying that there's always a chance, and a person should always pray to God. We always pray to God, whether or not we believe that the chances of His salvation are great or not so great. But that doesn't mean that there's no concept of giving up hope. A philosophical idea has to be based in the reality of the world. You can't just say things that aren't based in reality. And in reality, halacha does have an idea of giving up hope, which is when the person that owns that object that you found, when they do give up hope, when they do have Yeush, and they say, well, I guess I'm never going to find that again. So then the finder is actually allowed to keep it because the person has given up hope of seeing it, and it's as if they've announced that it no longer belongs to them. So when the teaching that Ein Shum Yesh Ba'olam is actually incorrect. You could teach people that they shouldn't give up hope easily. That's an interesting idea. But the idea that there isn't such a thing as giving up hope in the world, that's not true. Okay, that's your misnomer in the Torah for this week. Shalom.